Design is straightforward, but it is so ubiquitous that it is exhausting to pin down in a single simple definition. Technically, graphic design is the communication of an thought utilizing visible means. Graphic designers use varied instruments to attain the purpose, together with parts like typography, colors, shapes, and illustrations. Once you consider what number of methods this artwork kind touches your life every day, it is staggering. The journal you learn throughout breakfast. To supply it, many graphic design jobs have been created for the quilt and format design, the ads, and any particular options or infographics. The serial field and low packages? The ads you see in your solution to work, on billboards, and the perimeters of buses? What concerning the enterprise playing cards and stationery your organization makes use of? And if you take a look at your cell phone, every app was laid out and made extra usable by a gifted UI designer. Varieties of graphic design. Because it varies significantly and consists of many alternative fields, it helps to interrupt design into completely different classes. Designers may march on groups that put collectively all of those various things or work in a specialized area and solely do one. As in all issues enterprise, probably the most profitable enterprises are normally the area of interest ones the place an organization or particular person can turn out to be, often known as knowledgeable in a single factor. Printed books and magazines. Let's begin with the fields that most individuals generally affiliate with design. Irrespective of how easy and text-based they might seem, all books and magazines require an excessive stage of design. Enter. Design is about a lot greater than illustrations. A easy web page format might be introduced in a number of methods, from what number of columns it has to how pictures and illustrations are built in. How are chapters differentiated, and the way are subjects and subheadings titled? What colors are used? Lastly, the quilt design is all the time a necessary component because it serves an promoting function as effectively. How does it seize consideration? When an informal viewer walks by and sees it on the newsstand, do they instantly know what the publication is about? Do the title, typography, colors, and imagery all work to speak a transparent message? Making it occur is tougher than it might sound. Promoting and advertising and marketing adverts contact our lives practically continuously. Websites have them popping up all over the place, magazines appear to be filled with them, and roadside billboards fill our panorama. Printed and visible promoting is a transparent instance of design at its purest. It requires the creator to speak a message in an efficient method. Whether or not the aim is to teach or to promote, advertisements require the viewer to obtain a message. Promoting businesses rent numerous designers to place collectively their campaigns. The advert males and girls put collectively the large image concepts and make the gross sales, whereas the road designers make the precise product. Modeled extra delicate type of advertising is company modeled. That is an space of design that requires numerous huge image considering and planning. A company it is made up of emblem, typeface, and coloration choice utilized in all firm supplies. In at this time's related world, the visible id is a crucial part of how clients join with a model. We're all acquainted with some well-known trademarked manufacturers, just like the Coca-Cola typeface or the Apple emblem. Take into consideration how ingrained these are with the businesses that created them. The purple background and white letters on a Coke bottle are the identical used on their websites, enterprise playing cards, and all of their ads. The Apple emblem is discovered on each gadget they've ever manufactured and is usually placed on ads without some other textual content. Apple shops normally solely have an emblem. Do many individuals stroll by and marvel what's offered inside? In all probability not very many. That is the facility of name-id. Most firms solely dream of reaching that stage of name-id, but it surely all begins with a gifted designer working to make one thing easy, like an apple with a chew taken out, recognizable and significant to shoppers. Digital consumer interface design websites, laptop packages, and gadget apps all require design on completely different ranges. After all, there are programmers who are designing the performance of the app and constructing it on a technical stage. However, more often than not, these individuals will rent specialists in UI, consumer interface, designed to make the entrance finish work effectively and look nice. On a broader stage, UX, consumer expertise, designers work to ensure the app ecosystem works. It is not merely how issues work. It is about human psychology and placing issues the place customers anticipate them to be. How usually have you ever visited a website and needed to hunt around to discover an easy piece of knowledge? If the UX design was as much as snuff, it should not have taken that lengthy. Product packaging design stroll the aisles of your native grocery store or big box retailer, and you will note thousands of merchandise. How can firms make their merchandise stand out? If they seem to be a cocoa apple and have already got a modeled, it is loads simpler. However, what if an organization is beginning? The model can solely stand for a lot when the client is standing within the aisle on the lookout for a particular factor to purchase. Product packaging is available in many sorts. Whereas among the limitations come from issues like field dimensions and shapes, there's nonetheless numerous room for a graphic designer to work their magic. Dynamic designs. As know-how evolves, so too should designers. Many advertisements that have been beforehand static are actually shifting and dynamic. Animated net banner advertisements, GIFs, and even shifting billboards imply that a new specialty within the area has been created. Designers who work on this space must have expertise in animation and shifting image know-how, together with compositional methods and methods to speak with motion. Are you an artistic particular person who loves the visible arts? Do you all the time have a sketchbook shut at hand? For many individuals, arts are a ardor and a pastime. However, others need to dedicate their lives to the artwork kind, grasp speaking with visible compositions, and make it their careers. There are a lot of types of design within the fashionable world, and extra pop up as new know-how will get developed. Design is a dynamic and thrilling area, and it is an effective way to feel productive and inventive whereas pursuing your ardor. Illustrative and inventive. Many people who get into design jobs achieve this as a result of they love to attract or love artwork. They're inherently visible communicators. For them, the modeled and typography a part of the job is attention grabbing and pays the payments. However, many need to make extra artwork. Illustration is an integral part of design, too, from kids' books to technical manuals. There are many artworks printed in promoting and print early. Some graphic designers wish to create their drawings from scratch, whereas others concentrate on manipulating photos and making composite pictures. T-shirts, materials, websites, video games, infographics, and comedian books are only a few examples of how these designs can be utilized. There's loads that's achieved commercially, and lots that's created for artwork's sake. Environmental design. When you have been to mix inside design and graphic parts, you'll have what is named an environmental designer. They use indicators, murals, and branding to enhance the general expertise a customer has to a constructing. It is most noticeable the place many individuals go to, and the organizers need to make an impression, take into consideration stadiums, convention areas, commerce exhibits, public transportation, or retail shops. It is common apply in franchise areas or chain manufacturers, too, like inns or eating places. These companies spend numerous money and time planning a buyer expertise to be optimistic and memorable.